Hello everyone, my name is Stas. I have been living in Poland for 8 years and I am engaged in business. And today I have a very important live broadcast from Poland, from Krakow, and very important information for you. Many of you have asked, as pretentious as it may sound, I even told many during consultations that the current situation is unclear, it's impossible, we have no cases. But now it has happened and it is possible. What is it? The question, is it really possible to get free citizenship? In Poland, perhaps you can go to America without a visa. No, my friends, it's much more exciting. Forget America, it's much more exciting. Now you can get a residence permit, that is, a residence card based on a unique business activity. Based on your Polish chip, you have been waiting for this for so long, and now it is possible. In this video, I will tell you what is needed for this, briefly outline a strategy and vision of what is required. And basically, the most important thing you need to note is that you can now get a residence card for business based on your private entrepreneurship. So if you had a question about this, you can close this video, give it a like, and leave a comment. And see you in new videos. But if you are new to the channel, let's discuss what is needed for this and have the conditions changed compared to the previous situation. We need to sort of divide the entire process of obtaining and the criteria for obtaining a residence permit by, I will be talking about business, yes, because and the previous situation, ASO and sole proprietorship, it's kind of, and why DG, it's business. The first is you. The second is business. The first set of documents is collected for you as an individual. And this, by the way, is a feature. Business residence permit, yes. The fact that you kind of need two sets, conditionally, two sets of documents to be collected for the person. These are the same formal things as for any residence card. I even have a full list there. I might forget something, but in general, it's the address. For correspondence. Now they have cancelled registration and instead added item number 2. I'll mention it again, but in general, it's some address for correspondence. Second, this is the minimum income in Poland. At the moment, it is 3,010 zlotys gross. This is a very important thing. You must have a verified source of income in the amount of such an amount. If you're interested in knowing what confirmed sources of income are, write in the comments and I'll record a separate video. Next, various formal things such as insurance. It can be through ZUS or it can be some commercial type. Next, if I remember correctly, 4 photographs. And fifth, I'll write in N, this is the application. It's simply a correctly filled application based on business in Poland. Sixth, it's the birth certificate. At least for the first residence card, this is definitely needed. For the second one, I think not. Yes, for the second card, it's not needed. And seventh, this is a document, number 1. This is the story that concerns business. All right, guys, these are the criteria written in an unclear font about you. By the way, if you're attentive, you'll notice we have 2 colors, yellow and blue. Business. The situation with business is very interesting. Firstly, these are certificates. St. Petersburg, these are certificates. A certificate of no debt in ZUS, a certificate that there is no debt in the tax office. Sometimes they ask for something from your bank where you are serviced. These are some certificates, my friends. Secondly, these are, in fact, the criteria. These are criteria that you must meet. And I remind you, there are 2 criteria for obtaining a business manager. There are even 3, well, 2. So criterion number 1. I will draw here 2 poles. Criterion number 1. Hire at least 2 poles for an undefined hour. An undefined hour. This is an unlimited term without a final date for terminating this contract. In short, hire 2 poles. Criterion number 2. So the net profit of your business as 12 average salaries of the voivodeship where you are applying. I'll save you time by saying that currently at this moment it's about 65,000 zlotys if you consider all of Poland. In some voivodeships it's less, in others more, around 65,000 zlotys. In 2023 I think it will be approximately 70,000 zlotys. So let me write it down with a margin, 70k. And the third point, it's very interesting. We ourselves once applied under it because we didn't fulfill this aspect. It's about bringing some value, showing that you will bring some value to the Polish economy, Polish business, and demonstrating that you will be able to meet this or that criterion in the future. The question arises, how do I proceed with the third point? What do I need to do to demonstrate this third point? To the inspector, the answer is this. You write a business plan. You write a business plan where you essentially describe your strategy and vision for business in Poland and provide an answer to the question, preferably in the business plan, on how you plan to hire Poles and generate net profit. It's not mandatory, but I think the inspector would be pleased to see this. So what else? Yes, we just discussed this. All the activity you can show includes contracts with your clients, customers, and partner contractors. This includes all extracts from the KRS, the company's charter, and everything else. I'll also draw up such documents, or possibly some invoices attached to the case. The seventh is paid taxes. I'll write down paid taxes to show that you have actually paid them, how much VAT you paid, how much income tax you paid, where your office is located, the office lease agreement. In general, all possible activity, all this pile that might be useful to you. This is the second thing that concerns specifically business components, my friends. The main thesis is that if before, this thing could generally, in principle, only be implemented through a company, which was quite a complicated story, it was necessary. I remind you, yes, it was necessary to preferably have two partners so as not to pay 250 euros per month for social security and to conveniently sign papers. Well, it's kind of like a whole business mishmash. But many of you are engaged in small business or micro business for whom all this stuff is simply not needed. And that's why the Vody ING you have, or if you don't, we can help you open it, allows you to actually implement the previous slide. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If I can help you in developing your business, help open an individual enterprise in Poland, help open a company with PUK, UZO in Poland, or if you need a paid professional consultation, all the necessary links are below the video. Leave a request, either I or a manager will contact you. I will be glad to see you. Wishing you a successful business in Poland. This story is undoubtedly going to be continued in the next exciting chapter of our adventure. Stay tuned for more thrilling moments